All right, we have another case review for the Google Pixel 7 Pro. This one's an interesting case, not like the normal ones you'll see me review. However, I did want to review it. This is and I don't know where they come up with these names, to be honest with you, because I was trying to pronounce this for the video and I was like, I don't, Dahkoiz? Dahkoiz? I have no idea. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. This is the Dahkoiz Google case for the Google Pixel 7 Pro. It has a dust-proof port cover, full body protection, rubber protective case, pink, purple color. Now, I'll put a link in the description. It is relatively inexpensive. This is the pink purple version. No, I did not buy this for myself. My wife bought it for her phone. But they also have black. If you like this design, they have it in black, black and purple, black and red, black and navy, blue and navy, green and gray. That looks pretty cool. They got a bunch of colors, mint, teal, look at that, and the orange and black. Wow, that one looks nice. So not that expensive, and we'll check this case out. Looks like it does provide some good protection. It is cheap, so you do have to worry about cheap materials when you have cheap products, but we'll check that out here in just a second. Let's see. Let's review the case, not on the phone. Now, one thing I can tell right off the bat is where's the speaker cutout? I know it has... Oh, I see what they do. Check this out. So you got the speakers on the bottom right on this phone, on the right and the left of the charging port, but where the cutouts on the case. So what they did is they're channeling the sound up. It'll hit this inside of the case. It'll hit the inside and then up towards the camera. See those cutouts right here? So they're basically rechanneling the sound, and then they should channel, unless they do have a little cutout for because look, all these new phones, the Pixel, the S23 Ultra, OnePlus 11, all the new flagship phones, Android phones for the last few years have a very, very small speaker up top. This looks like it blocks it. We'll put it on and just double check it, but unless there's there may be a tiny cutout. But we'll check it out. We'll put it on, check it out. Let's see. You can obviously take this apart. So it is a dual layer case. Now to put it on, we'll see if we can snap it in. Hopefully I don't have to take it off. Again, this is my wife's case, so I never tried to put it on. It has a nice big cutout for the camera. We will check that protection. Buttons feel pretty stiff. Again, this is a cheap case, so you do have to, they didn't put much money into designing this or constructing this with the materials. So now this is good because it allows for heat dissipation. If your phone heats up, especially the back, because that's where all the wireless charging is, the battery is, can get hot playing games if you're out in the summer, in the sun. This is almost imperative. A lot of cases have, if you think, oh, that's a cool design on the inside, well, see, this one doesn't have it. It's not, it is a design, but technically, see that? It's for heat dissipation. It's for, even if it's a millimeter raised from the back of the phone, there is air that follows in these channels and actually lets some of the heat out, or at least give it some airflow to cool the device down. But let's put this on. I want to check a couple of things. Does it does have one big air pocket in the corners? Not really, does it? No, it doesn't. So let's see if we can put it on without having to take this thing apart. Let's see how this will work. Normally I put I don't want it to mess up my screen protector too. That's another thing we need to check. Hopefully I can just pop it in. See the channels where the speaker goes? Now, let's see if I can pop it in here. I don't want to take this apart. Yeah, it just pops right on. That's a cutout for the 5G antenna. Now, if you see this pixel, you see that little spot up here in the new iPhones. I think iPhones, they have them on the side here. I know the S23 Ultra, which I'm using, is on the side here. Google puts their 5G. That's actually a 5G antenna. It's a metal piece. It's connected to the 5G antenna on the inside of the phone to the modem, and that's picks up the a good 5G signal. So again, it does just pop on, which is good. I'm going to play some sound so we can check the sound out. So it pops right on. You got the mic cutout in the top. You got the 5G antenna. Most of my cases don't have that cutout, but all my wife's cases do. That's weird. Huh. Because see, look, this case for the Pixel, the Nilkin case, it does not have the cutout. This is for the Pixel as well. Does not have the cutout for the 5G antenna. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so let's check the lip protection. Yeah, this has a ton of lip protection, screen protection. Look at that. So if you set it down on the screen, it's not going to scratch. Protect it from drops. Now, another thing you have to worry about these cheap cases with the construction is the material. This is like a really hard plastic. When you drop your phone, that's why dual layer cases typically are the most protective. They'll have a soft inner layer which absorbs the impact tremendously, and then you'll have a hard outer shell which gives it stiff construction, because the more something flexes, the more it'll break the glass, right? So you want to have a stiff outer shell and a soft inner shell. That's optimal for drop protection. This, with the cheaper cases, it is a dual layer. However, look, it's hard. Everything's hard. So I'm not sure how this would do. Probably be better than a thin case. But let's check this out. Yeah, see, it doesn't have much camera protection. That's a concern. Just don't drop this on the... Now, it looks like there's hardly any, but it is raised a tiny bit, but not much. I don't typically like these with the charging port cutout, because when you're charging it, it's always pushing down on your charger, and over time it may hinder or damage your charging port, but whatever. Huh. Kind of hard to get... got it in. So other than that, it's a decent case for $11. I did have some cool colors. Let me see if I can play... I don't want to play any music because I'm going to get a strike, but let me go to settings, and then we'll go to... Oh, I know, alarm. We can play sound through an alarm. So let's do this one. Settings. Where's the sound? See, you can still hear it through the sound is being routed. Normally they're firing from the bottom out. And remember, these are blocks, so it's firing it. It's hitting the inside of the case, and then it's firing up through these channels. Oh yeah, let me check this top. Yeah, see the cutout right there? On the very, very top? So, let's try it again. Yeah, so that's cool. It does not mess with the sound and the volume of the device. So, let's check these. These are stiff, but they're not like incredibly stiff. There was a case I reviewed last month where you could barely push them. Oh, it was the was it not Peloton? It was the Pella case. They were, see how these stick out? The Pella cases were indented like that, and you had to squeeze really hard to push any button. This one you still got to push pretty hard. The volume buttons are relatively easy, but the power button you got to push really hard. So that's something to think about. But other than that, it's a decent case, decent cheap case. I guess I would recommend it. But I might spend something, $12, or maybe there's other choices at $15 to the $20 range that I might get instead. But it's not bad. It's not bad, but I wouldn't choose it. But it's not a bad case by any means. I'm pretty sure wireless charging still works. All wireless charging works. I don't even know why people test that on cases, because they always work. But I will see y'all next time, and I'll put a link in the description for this one for y'all if you want to check them out. Peace.